What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. A few turns have passed, and as you can see, we're back because obviously Bosnia's making some progress. No, I'm joking. Bosnia's not made much progress at all. Something big has happened. Two big things. So I'm going to try and explain them all without spoiling, getting to the bigger things. I've tried to hide some of the notifications so that everything's a big surprise. But Carthage peaced out with Rome, so that's the first thing we'll sort of go to here. And this city went to Carthage. It was low on health when I looked. I don't think I noticed it fall, but I think it was part of the peace deal, but it was low anyway. I'm not really sure how Carthage got it low, but they did. So there you go. They took that. But one turn later, I wasn't going to stop there. I thought it's a peace deal. It's not ideal, but it's not a war. You know, nothing interesting will come really from it. It weakens Rome, but it's nothing big. But then, our good old friends Carthage and Monaco, one of them betrayed the other one. So we have Carthage declaring war on Monaco. But they had to call in the big guns. They brought in the Gauls, and it's hard to hide this because the Gauls already conquered a city in one turn. But yes, the Gauls are now fighting Monaco with Carthage, so that is probably Civs 1 and 2 fighting maybe number 3, maybe number 4, maybe number 5. I don't know how the rankings quite are at the moment. We might have another look at about turn 500. But yeah, Monaco does retake Vicenza, at least for a turn. Of course, Monaco also has to fight Rome, so it's not really... Okay, never mind. Good timing? No, not anymore. That one's over. I don't think Rome gave anything away. So Rome is actually now free to do what they want. They're at peace with everyone if they wanted. I mean, they can only really fight Bosnia. But there you go. If you want to do that, now's your time. But yeah, there's nothing else they can actually do. But yeah, the Gauls here, their turn is last. It takes a long time. I'm going to try and sort of focus on the coastline so we're not looking at too many Gauls units. Monaco has units, but and in fact, when this turn is processed, we will just check, how much more do the Gauls and Yugoslavia have than Monaco. But yeah, for this turn at least, Gauls and Yugoslavia. I think I just caught myself saying that. The Gauls and Carthage have more, but yeah, it's the Gauls' turn now. As I said, could get a bit scary in terms of not crashing, so I'm going to not move around too much when they're actually doing their turn. But once their turn is done, I'm happy to have a look over here. But there you go. For the moment, Vicenza is the only city to have gone over. Teramo, though, is down to 0. Port Hercule here is on half health. We'll probably see some nukes going soon. But yeah, let me just save, just to guarantee we've not... I think I'm a few turns... Yeah, there you go. I'm 5 turns ahead of where I last saved. So there we go. I'm just going to go over to an empty bit of land. There's none over here in the corner. Just to make sure. There we go. There's our info addicts working. Military manpower. The Gauls then have 2.3 million. Carthage bringing 1.7 million. So if you add that all up, that is just actually it's nearly 2.4 for the Gauls. So yeah, 3.1 million in troops, also a bit more in total. Rome have actually climbed into 3rd on that category. Bosnia's dropped off because they're losing to Austria. Well, not losing, but they're losing units to Austria. They're not losing overall, really. They lost the city, but there you go. Monaco has 839,000, so they are outnumbered roughly. If you to do the rounding, it's much closer to 4-1 than it is to 3-1. So that is going to be tough. Technologies, I believe all 3 of those civs are on 80, so that doesn't really... yeah, Monaco, the Gauls and Carthage are all at 80 techs, so it does not play a significant part. The Gauls have a monstrous production advantage over everyone, let alone Monaco, and yeah, Carthage even has a pretty big lead on Monaco. So there we go. We'll see how this goes. I would not be surprised. It sometimes takes a while, but once they kick the door down, start pushing in, I would not be surprised if we see Monaco lose everything pretty quickly. Yeah, maybe this episode we'll see them sort of kicked into the corner in the islands, and maybe it'll be over. Of course, Carthage will be fighting them in the islands. I'm seeing lots of XCOM squads. There we go. Teramo, Vicenza didn't fall. Carthage just took a city, and I have no. Oh, it was this one. I forgot there was one down here. I was like, where on earth is that? There must be one. Carthage takes Les Revoirs. Now, I said nothing else had fallen this turn. That is because the Gauls hadn't been, and Carthage's grabbing of a city confused me. But there we go. Vicenza goes back. Teramo is saved. I'm not sure how. So an aircraft carrier in this lake, but. There we go. But yeah, so far, this is going to be a brutal one. I can't say Monaco will put up a better defense than Yugoslavia, but it does look like they are. I'm going to be like, Yugoslavia pretty much collapsed instantly, like they just gave up. So I think Monaco maybe, probably because they were at war, you know, not through their own, well, it is through their own fault, but you know what I mean. They were doing something, right? Monaco have been sat here, sort of throwing the odd boat at Rome, but that's about it. So, but Monaco at the same time has a lot less land units. I don't know if that helps, makes things more difficult. I literally have no idea. We will see how it all pans out. But they have a lot of coastline, a few more boats, so we'll just see how things go in general. Keep an eye on it, see what happens. Here we go though, Gaul's turn. I reckon they're going to get 3 cities this turn. I think Saint Michel here could go, although Carthage could have stole that as well. Teramo and Vicenza did not go back this turn to Monaco, so 2 cities then, sorry, unless they get Brescia. No, they just get Teramo, but Saint Michel's very low. Levoto is now low. Monacoville, Le Condamine, they're all dropping. Sadly, because there's so many units and stuff, and the graphics won't cope. We won't be able to see whether the nukes are really being used. You can kind of guess. But when the city defenses are high, it's hard to know. Like Monte Carlo has probably been nuked with like an atomic bomb. But there we go. Teramo falls back for now into the hands of Monaco. And Saint Michel does go to Carthage. We'll see if they get that back, Monaco. But Surtsey also fell here to Carthage on northern part of Sardinia. Looks like they got nuked in Mediolanum. And we'll see what happens to this city. Moneghetti, a lot of planes in there. A lot of stealth bombers and a nuclear missile. Losing those to Carthage would be pretty painful. Monaco, I believe, go the first though, so they should be able to move them out. The Gauls go last, so that's good to know. I think it's Monaco first, then Monaco go first out of everyone, then Carthage. So they will have time to move those units away to save them. I mean, the nuclear missile they might just use, but there you go. Teramo falls again, and that time Levoto does fall to the Gauls. So yeah, it is not looking good for Monaco. But here is Monaco's turn. If they don't actually have anything to retake Saint Michel, none of these, but all of these boats, look, there is not a single boat that can. There is no destroyers. They're all carriers and submarines. I don't know why there's so many carriers. That's the AI's choice. I'm not gonna get involved. But yeah, they have a real lack of land units. In fact, there's only about 3 left on the mainland. That, oh my goodness, there actually is. I was being a bit sarcastic. This is it. Because bazookas can't take cities. So I say this, sometimes we've seen the AI fail to take cities for ages because they have the wrong units there, and at other times I've seen them definitely cheat at the higher levels and take it with a unit that should not be able to take it. If you sort of trick I think if you like double click, so if you've got like a bazooka unit that's a ranged unit, I think if you double click and like forcefully move it into the city with very low health, I think the AI and probably you might be able to trick it. Don't catch me out on that. Don't you know, you can go try, it probably won't happen, but I think if you did it enough times, eventually it might work, because I'm pretty sure we've seen the AI do it, or maybe I've just missed it, but I feel like they can. They have a little trick up their sleeve maybe, which is okay. Teramo and Vicenza, but yeah, look at that. Monaco actually has no other melee units. They have one oh, there's a helicopter here, so they have 3 in total, which is actually what I said. They have this helicopter gunship, they have an XCOM squad and a mobile SAM. That's it. They need to, yeah, they are in big trouble. They've got some ranged units to defend with, but apart from that, they are in some serious trouble going forward. Here's Carthage's turn. I believe some more. We had Brescia just fell. That was huge and came out of nowhere. Monte Carlo has been captured. How the heck? Oh, it was the XCOM squad. I was thinking, how did you get over here? Carthage may end up with quite a bit here. They get the city of Monte Carlo. They got another one too, I saw. I'm guessing, that was this one. Moneghetti there in northern Sardinia. So far, I guess Carthage has come out kind of on top. I mean, the Gauls have got 4 cities. Carthage have also gained. Carthage have got 5 so far. We'll see if the Gauls gain any more this turn. None of them are particularly close this turn, so I don't. Yeah, nope, they didn't. This is pretty big though. If Monaco completely dies, we'll be down to a final 5. Austria will be in that final 5, fighting the Bosnians. So it's still very interesting that we're still able to go and we're getting these big wars. And I think we've found a good balance where I can, we can skip turns when there's no wars and then show them, and it still runs fine. Like, it's not normally in some of my other games, if there was a war like this, it would get through like 2-3 turns an episode. Turn 500, it could be 1 turn an episode. back on some of the older games where I've done the world map, and that they're obviously a lot bigger maps, so it's not like, you know, it's not, it is different. It's not a fair comparison, but it does make this exciting. You know, it's a rare opportunity. Well, I say rare, we're probably going to do more like this in the future, but rare in the past that we would have got to do this. But here we go. We should see the Gauls get Fontvielle this turn, although that said, Carthage could beat them to it. Austria, just rubbing salt in the wounds, does join the war against Monaco. They are holding Bosnia at bay. Prague's under a bit of a siege. There's a giant death robot there, which is cool, but there you go. They peace out, so that's the end of that. You know, the crazy thing is they've probably peaced out because Bosnia also wants to attack Monaco. Which won't work, of course, but worth a try, I guess. The Gauls do grab the city of Fontvielle, Carthage. I think this unit was too low, or their turn had already been. So that's the end of that. Banning of citrus and Wales. Jeez, guys, stop banning everything. La Condamine here should fall to the Gauls pretty comfortably. That will leave Monacoville, La Rousse, La Colle, Tarentum, and Port Hercule as the only Monaco cities. There's not many left. They're actually smaller, I think, than Rome now in terms of city numbers. How the tables turn, right? Monaco were just sort of picking on Rome all that time, doing nothing. And now maybe they are just getting their just desserts. Maybe they deserve this. Sorry, Monaco. They were very exciting early on, but it faded. Once the Gauls got really strong, it faded away. And even then, the units they have built have been a very poor choice, so I can't really defend them there. As La Condamine, that is a very French-sounding city, isn't it? It does fall to the Gauls. So there we go. I feel like these are all, they're not even cities, are they? They're parts of Monte Carlo. Even Monacoville. I've never heard of Monacoville. I just thought it was all Monte Carlo in a smaller, you know, it was around here, and there's a slightly bigger area that's Monaco, and then you just have France and Italy. But there you go. Obviously, there's more to that. But I'm guessing these are probably like neighbourhoods within Monte Carlo. Not even La Condamine, for example, La Rousse, Fontvielle, Saint-Michel. They're probably just, I don't know, could be getting this wrong, but they probably are just neighbourhoods in Monte Carlo. Maybe Monte Carlo is another part of Monacoville. Well, who knows? But I thought Monte Carlo was the main one. But there you go. Maybe what do I know? I've never been, so I would not know. But yeah, all that remains is Corsica, mostly, and some islands around that. The little bit here in actual Monaco. But there we go. Southern Corsica now drops to Carthage as well. So that leaves Monaco with 4 remaining cities. And no melee units. Oh no, they have a marine. Maybe they can try and take something back. We'll see. But yeah, of those 4 cities, 3 of them are at least somewhat under siege. Particularly Port Hercule here. Luckily they have a few boats to still get in the way. It's going to take a while probably for this to fall, just because there's a lot of boats around it. La Colle here is okay at the moment. No one's sieging this out. They've got a bit of couple of artillery units. I'm sure all the planes will slowly navigate towards this city if Monacoville falls. We'll see the stealth bombers come. They can sort of make a human shield out of their no longer useful they have more aircraft carriers than planes, so I can't advocate for that as good strategy, to be honest. I'm sorry, guys. It's just the way it is. They still have Mount Fuji. Maybe they can just hide up there. Monacoville's now in the yellow as well. The Gauls have it pretty much surrounded, but it will be an interesting race because Carthage is here. It would be cool if Carthage, say, grabbed these corner cities. I don't know if it will help them too much in the long run, but it would be kind of interesting. They did not too much damage that turn, though. I'm sure the Gauls will hit it with planes and then attack, and hence do a lot more damage. But we'll see. Port Hercule seems safe at the moment, but you never know. No, they'd have to embark, so I think they're safe for another turn here. But maybe Monacoville drops this turn. Yep, there you go. Perfect. They did use their planes. I'm guessing there's 8 here, for example. And there's some more in Brescia. Pretty easy. And that just leaves La Rousse in the corner. La Colle and Port Hercule, which is down to 0. I said this episode we might not, you know, they'd fall pretty quickly once they sort of their initial defense got broken through. I did not expect it to be within, probably well with it could happen within the next 5 minutes. They could be gone, and you know I'm going to be skipping turns again tomorrow for the next episode. That's pretty ridiculous, but that's what we're looking at here. Gauls' turn. I don't think they'll get any cities this turn, unless they really unleash a barrage on this city. Oh, they came very close. Yeah, I think once this city falls though, every effort will turn to these cities, and yeah, then it will be harder to defend them. And that should be the end of that. Here we go, next turn. Rome's turn process is very quick. They're probably not doing too much at the moment, just taking a moment to rebuild some of the units they lost. Obviously recover, I guess, from losing 2 cities. But there you go, La Rousse does fall to Carthage. They snuck in and at least got another one to annoy the Gauls a little bit. And that leaves Monaco with 2. Again, it's just a question of getting to this one. I mean, if this paratrooper somehow survives, which it probably won't because 2 hits from a missile cruiser, artillery, and a city bombardment, and all these submarines, there's no way it survives. Unless the Gauls kindly kill off those units, which they won't do. So yeah, that unit was sitting duck. You just need to get through these submarines though. There's only about 4 to go. Maybe kill cut some of these missile destroyers. Carthage have their own showing up missile cruiser, I should say. Yeah, a few more turns and it will be the right time. Just to, you know, probably will be a bit of luck though. Just put. I think if you had a unit, say here, this is this unit. This is the one. Let's keep an eye on it. I reckon it's this unit or this one. These are the ones that could sneak in and just from a distance attack in the same turn when a gap's left and you know the city defense is low enough. Maybe that's where the chance lies to eliminate Monaco. But that will leave us with 5. Imagine if they peace out now and we're just stuck with 6. Oh, that must look like a nuke. That's not really what you want. Actually, it can't have been a nuke, right? Because the Gauls are here and Carthage is here. So that's just a lot of planes from Carthage that time. But now the Gauls will hit it with even more. Unless the Gauls had already done their airstrikes. I don't think so. Their turn's taken a while. Nope, there you go. The Gauls actually managed to do so much that they took this city. Yeah, I think this unit's still in trouble, although they have other ones. Like, the fact they have 2 maybe gives them a chance. I don't know how this city has more tourism than the next, like, 5 combined, but we'll accept that and move on. No, yeah, they did just miss out, but, like, this XCOM squad could be the one, because I think next turn it possibly could go all the way. So we'll see, but yeah, Le Col, pretty easy there. That also did not lose any population when this XCOM squad moved in. Is that, I think that might be one of the social policy tenets, maybe? I don't know. There's something that helps you with that, isn't there? Regardless, here we go. Is this the turn? Is it this XCOM squad capable of it? It might. No, not quite. It got within 1 tile. Again, though, there's 2 XCOM squads to 2. Okay, there's still a lot of units here. I think you probably need. There's a mobile SAMs, though. No, there's 4. Yeah, there's 4 units that can take the city, so I think that's it. 4 Port Hercule. There's no way they can kill all 4. If I'm not, yeah, they killed 2. They killed 3. Valiant effort. This mobile SAM and probably this one too can still actually get in, and Carthage almost beat them to it as well. But yeah, this mobile SAM should be able to if they use a couple of planes just to hit the city, and that will eliminate Monaco. They have no units with the capability to take it back, so even if they have a couple of surviving units, that will be it. This mobile SAM, if it messes it up now, that would be quite funny, but it should get the job done, and it does. That is Monaco eliminated. We are down to 5 civs in the Italian region, a very powerful Gauls. Carthage, to be fair, definitely expanded. I said they were doing well at the start. I think they did end up getting less than the Gauls by the end. And I'm sure the Gauls will maybe turn their sights on Carthage next. But the Gauls got Monacoville, which is the big important city for the domination victory. If they are to go for it, that is the capital that was up for grabs. So that will be it for today's episode. A mega crazy one. That was very quick, wasn't it? How just Monaco just absolutely wrecked. But there you go. If you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one.